We're live. So this is show I never know what the hell. Oh, 294. Share a beer 294. So, I scheduled out all the shows until show 300. So show 300 will be December 16th if we don't have any other delays. So, um for some reason or another. Who knows? But as long as we don't have any other delays, then uh, show 300 will be December 16th, which is pretty close to the end of the year. So I've never in the history of this show had so many. Um, what would you call it? I had to suspend the show, cancel a show or whatever. But this is an exceptional year, man. So um, the one good thing about twist caps is you get a perfect cap, right? So I'm having the Michelob Amberbach, and you get a nice perfect cap when you do have a twist cap. There's very few breweries that do twist caps other than your big macros. Um, I would think that's kind of a costly feature. I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys that brew, and maybe some of you have used twist caps. Um, I mean, if you had to buy everything initially, though, the twist cap bottles, the twist caps themselves, if you had to buy all that stuff instead of maybe reusing something else, would it cost more? Now I'm drinking the Amberbach for a reason because um, I kind of think that you can't just like be totally just totally stuck up with beer, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to like, we all initially drank the big macros. Most of us. I mean, not all of us were born with a craft beer in our mouth. Um, and so to me, it's kind of nice to revisit the big macros, man. I'm not too highfalutin. My pinky stuck out to, oh yeah, we got you, bum. Test successful. Yeah, I'm not too highfalutin my pinky out to have a decent macro, and this is what I consider a decent macro. The Michelob is kind of turning into their crafty-ish. What would you call it? Craft macro, craft macro beers, right? Um, but the Michelob line definitely has had craft-ish beer, and it hasn't been bad, man. It really hasn't. So uh, this is their more, I don't know, flagship uh, craft macro, right? So, and it's not bad, It's your typical. Well, it's 5.1%. For those of you that haven't had it, I don't know who hasn't, but if you can find it, pick some up and check it out. It's a dark lager, so but it's well done. I think it's better than the some other big breweries dark lagers or black lagers. That's for sure. It's not bad. Very sessionable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've sent them out a couple times, Brandon. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'll send them out again. Uh, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I've sent the whole circle. It keeps saying quiet invitation. The minute I put it in here, it there's a checkbox and it says quiet invitation. Let me just put you in here since I know you wanna. No charge. See, this is yeah, I don't know why it's I don't know what that quiet invitation is. But there's probably a bunch of people that have gotten quiet invitations because it keeps doing that. Let me see if I can. There's Mark. It's I was finally able to uncheck that box, so maybe let me do that. Yeah, see, right before I hit send, it quickly put that quick invitation thing out there. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't know what that's. Let me see. Let me click the learn more. Oh, okay. So quiet invites won't ring and interrupt those logged in. Everyone you invite will be sent a notification and stream post in Google Plus. And invites with more than 25 people are always quiet. Oh, okay. All right. So invites would, and of course, yeah, because I have a few thousand people in there. So, well, that answers that. Maybe 25 people is the limit because it won't let me sometimes. And it says when I try to invite the whole circle that there's too many people. So maybe 25 people is the limit. It's kind of good to know. I'll never have a limit like that. I only have one beer circle that's smaller than that. Yeah, because I have like a few beer circles and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, um, okay, well that's good to know. All right. Huh. So I bet you a bunch of you have invites, but it might be in like your notifications or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's in your, up there where that bell thing is. I don't know. And that is one problem with Google. They don't make these things real intuitive. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, okay, here you go. Now I can just jump in. It is hard to find um, where to get in at. It's flipping hard. I know because when I jump in Mark's show, I'm always struggling at where do I go? Where do I go? Um, it, it that is a major problem because if people that want to get in can't, and all they can do is watch, that sucks. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as fun. Of course, it's a lot more fun when you can participate, which is what most people want to do. So today happens to be election day, November 4th. So I wonder how many people voted today. I did not, because I am not, like, I've only been here a few months. And so I don't really know anybody. All I know is the hard, very awful commercials that they have on the TV. And I don't want to vote by someone just because they have a harsh commercial. Yeah, Rue. He says they're so quiet, no one's got one. That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. This is hmm. I wonder now. See this link that's here. Is this I don't know. Where can I post this link? Um. Oh, maybe I can post it here. Let me see. Uh. Say something. There we go. Here. I don't know if that helps. I posted a link in the deal there. Yeah, I don't know that that helps at all. And I did post that link. I don't know if it's any different than the links to the show that are already on there. Yeah, this is bizarre. Can't. Oh well, there's Mark.
Hey, yeah, I just saw the link you posted.
Oh, so that helped.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, well then that's what I'll do then. Okay, wow, that was it.
Yeah.
I can't even explain what that was bizarre.
That's probably because Zach was on last week. Hey, Brandon.
Yeah,
Hello.
Zach was on with no complications, and so what
Yeah, see,
happened
the
was,
guy, the Google guy that was in charge of watching Zach messed up, and he's like, "I'll get him this week."
yeah, he was definitely fired, and his replacement was like, I will make double sure.
That's right. Yeah.
We've already allowed Mark to still be on the show, so I will make double.
Yeah, man.
We're
Flirting
not
with disaster every time I show up, man.
yeah, we're not gonna have two Google villains on the show and not and let them get away with it.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Dave.
Yeah, we,
Yay.
okay, Dave voted. All right, good for Dave.
I did too. I don't have a sticker, but I did. I voted
You
early.
voted too. That's good. Yeah, see, I didn't feel comfortable voting not being here that long. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And I definitely couldn't vote where I just left. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Rui voted for you.
okay, yeah,
Every time I show up, man.
yeah. Rui could come here and vote too. This was ironic. That's
Mhm. Just come on in and say, "Hey, I'd like to vote." Okay.
yeah. Yeah, you could actually come here and then just say, "Hey, I'm Joe D," and they'd be like, "Okay."
Hey guys.
Hey, Rui. So Dave's got you're growing your winter beard there, Dave. Are you getting ready for cold weather or something?
Yep, it's time for the winter gear for sure. It has dropped in temperature here, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Not too bad today though. I think
Yeah.
we had 60 today, so
Okay.
bad.
Yeah. It's usually about Halloween is when things go to hell up in the Midwest.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to beat the weather, but I'm trying to finish my unattached garage in the backyard. I finally got it all buttoned up, so I got the drywall and all the insulation, so now I can take my time with getting the walls finished and doing all the mudding and taping and all that. And
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
You've got it wind and waterproof at this point now, huh?
yep, I can control the temperature, so I can get do all the mudding and all that stuff that takes temperature control. So
Yeah.
Halloween's the unofficial holiday, if you will, where I think for the whole country everything goes to hell, right? Like
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's like
I know for us, winter definitely set in because it was like 69 or something. It was ridiculously cold outside.
yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. Yeah, you and Eric probably getting out that fur-lined tank top there. You got
Yeah, that I definitely have my wool-lined bikini bottoms out, man, because it's it definitely.
your wool-lined banana hammock.
Watch out for the static. Doesn't that itch though? Ooh, wool. Ooh.
Actually, I have a pair of, or a couple pairs of merino wool underwear for when I was riding my bike all winter long, and they do not itch, and they are one of the greatest. Merino wool is one of the greatest fabrics in the world.
Oh, yeah, merino wool is great because I don't know, the fiber length is real short, so it doesn't itch as much, or they do something to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what they really do to it.
Yeah.
We actually had a wow actually when it came to wool-lined bikini bottoms.
Well.
Well, actually,
Uh-huh.
I had no idea there was actually such a thing.
Oh yeah, that's old school bike attire there, man. You gotta put on the
You,
merino wool.
you can learn so much in Share a Beer every week.
That's
I swear
right.
to God.
Yeah.
We have had everything recently, Brandon, since you've been gone, from snail eggs to actual fur-lined bikini bottoms. This is
Yeah.
there you go.
We've kind of covered everything. I mean, there's nothing else to talk about.
yeah. That's it. End the show, man. We're done.
294. We're not going to 300. We're done.
In the books.
We've talked about everything there is to talk about.
Yeah. So, what do you think about that, Brandon?
I gotta say I think I'll say cheers.
There we go.
Yeah. It's I bet Brandon's just like, wow, man, I really missed a lot.
Yeah.
It seems like you did, Brandon, but you probably really didn't miss much.
He's like,
Yeah.
I believe you were having the same conversation last time I was here.
Really. If you were to go back through the archives, you could watch like every sixth one or eighth one. It's like watching a soap opera. You go for 5 years, you come back, and it's like you know exactly where the storyline is.
Yeah, one show picked right up, right where you left off.
Yeah.
So what are you drinking, Brandon?
I'm having a Miller Genuine Draft. Legacy brand, very easy to pound. That's what I was drinking tonight.
Yep. Oh, yeah. That's exactly. I mean, I'm having a Miller Amberbock. Michelob Amberbock.
Okay.
Like I was saying, you can't be afraid to revisit the macros, man. I mean, they're cheap when you're on a tight budget. Some of them are, not bad. I mean, we all started there. In other words, you know what I'm saying? So.
Well, Zach started at like a 9% session ale. He started.
Most of us started there. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I say we all weren't born with a craft brew in our mouth, I mean there's exceptions to those rules. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dave, I know Dave's one of those that was born with a craft beer in his mouth. So.
Oh, not me. I only started drinking craft beer about 2 or 3 years ago. So no, I spent a lot of time on the Budweisers and Millers and Budweiser most of the time, I guess. But
the classics.
Then I found Amberbock was actually, I guess, a gateway kind of beer for me, I guess, if you want to call it that. I started drinking Amberbock at the bars, and Killian's Red, I guess, was another one. But actually, Amberbock, last summer, a friend of mine went on a really long bike ride up to this little podunk town up on the Mississippi River, and we were looking forward to getting a good beer up there, and Amberbock was the best we could do. And I tell you what, I don't remember that, but I think it was really old, the keg that they had. It was on draft, because I don't remember that beer being that terrible. It was so disappointing after riding for, we put like 100 miles, almost not quite 100 miles on that day on our bicycles, and halfway point is where we turned around, and we were looking so forward to having a good meal and beer, and Amberbock was the best we can get. And I just think that was it was some little bitty town, where, they thought, but I don't think they sold much.
Hey, Jimmy, we're out of beer. No, we got this keg of Amberbock.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because we sat the waitress came up and we asked her, do you have any craft beer? Yeah. We asked her, do you have any craft beer? She goes, oh, yeah. And she pulled up and she sat down. We got Budweiser and Bud Light and Miller. And we're like, okay. Well, Amberbock, I guess, if that's what you got. But
yeah,
that was horrible. That day, I remembered it being a lot better than that.
It must have been really bad because after you ride your bike all day, almost any beer tastes good.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was going. Yeah. Because after
the real test, if the beer tastes like crap after you ride 100 miles in the summer heat, then you know it must be really bad.
Yeah, that was a bad keg. Yeah, because this ain't bad. It really.
I remember Amberbock being really good.
Yeah.
I just hadn't had one for a long time.
If you drink it, within 6 months or so, it's pretty good.
It's not a super bock now.
That's true.
It doesn't say super in front of the bock.
Right. Just amber. Yeah.
It's super amber bock.
There's only one super bock. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Something I apparently missed in the last couple of months.
Yeah, well, Super Bach, Rui, get him up to speed here. Poor Brandon doesn't know.
What? It's Super Box is super.
Yeah, that's the beer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean that's the beer in Portugal, and anytime Rui says, "Hey, I got a new beer," it's always a Super Bach, but a different kind of coffee.
It's always a Super Bach. Yeah. Sometimes it's in a glass, sometimes it's in the bottle. But it's always a new version of Super Bach. Yeah,
And
breweries.
I think it's like Budweiser just bottling the same beer in like 5 different colored bottles. I mean, that's probably what it is. It's probably actually better than Budweiser. I would probably bet.
When I went to actually get it at the beer store, the guy said it was good. They just, for some reason, discontinued it.
Hmm.
He said it was pretty good though. So
Huh.
those guys kind of know their beer too over there at Total Wine. So
Yeah.
You almost got it. So close.
Almost. Yeah. So close.
yeah, so close. I was off by what, a year.
Yeah.
but that other beer that I got from over there, it isn't bad either for a pilsner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it's not bad for a pilsner. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give
When
it.
I don't have anything else, it's okay.
I give it a thumb up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're trying.
Mhm.
So what are you having, Mark?
I'm drinking the last of a growler of a new little nano brewery that popped up in Atlanta called Second Self Brewing. They only sell to a couple bars and then some growler stores. It is their Thai wheat beer. So it's a ginger wheat beer. That's pretty good.
Ooh, I was putting some thought to what Zach was saying last week, and I was thinking, boy, I wonder if he'd send a keg to a bar or something down in my area here, and then that would be one way to sample his beers.
Yeah, I wonder how distribution laws, but I would think somebody maybe we could like drop a keg on a truck from some other brewer up there and send it down.
Yeah.
I mean they've got it. I don't know what kind of there's probably like this much paperwork you'd have to fill out to do it, but
Yeah, he's used to that. I mean, he's got that down. He's got
yeah, he
that
could do
copy
that
and
in his
pasted,
sleep.
right? I mean, you know, yeah, but that would be, because he did say that he was going to be shipping kegs, no?
Mm-hmm.
Once he did that,
Yeah,
um,
I'd like to be able to get some kegs to some other bars in the Front Range area, I think.
well,
But yeah, I
so
wouldn't. I don't know why you couldn't send it to like New Mexico or Arizona. I mean, there's got to be stuff going there every day from craft brewers in Colorado.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's a day's drive. I mean, it's not terrible.
that would be pretty. That'd be pretty cool, man. If I could,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe that's something I can help out
Well,
with.
what you can do is you can get him just to like bring a bunch of kegs with him in his truck. And you can do like a tap takeover. You just load them up, bring them down, find a bar, do a tap takeover in the bar there. Although, would he get in trouble for doing? I don't know. There's probably something. There's probably something there.
We
Yeah.
don't know. We don't care as long as he does it. We
Mm-hmm.
don't
Yeah.
get in trouble.
The end of chain reaction, but at least Joe D would be able to taste the beer. Then the ATF would come in and shut him down, and
Right.
he'd get put on the no-fly list, and that'd be all over.
But then I could get on the news, see on the local news, and then I could be like, but I did get to taste the beer.
That's right. It's all.
I told him not to do it.
I told him, if I was you, I wouldn't really do that, but
Since you did.
since you did, might as well taste the beer.
That's right. Yeah. You brought it down here. You can't just let them go to waste.
That last chili beer he was talking, man, some of the beers he talks about he's making.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord, man. I mean,
What did he say? He's done like 65 different beers. I mean, it's been some immense amount of different beers that he's done in just the last 5 months.
Right. Yeah, he's
Crazy.
He's brewing an incredible amount of. I imagine he's just having fun. To
Oh,
to
yeah.
me, it sounds like too much. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's
Yeah. Oh, he's just like it's like kid in a candy store type
Yeah.
thing. He's like, I got this brew. I can just brew a keg of this and see what it tastes like. Okay, let's change the recipe and add this. Let's brew it
exactly.
again.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just having too much fun, and they should. They
Oh, yeah.
They
Oh,
should just enjoy it. It's your first year in business.
Yeah.
Things are going well. Just enjoy it, and then you'll have time to settle down
Mm-hmm.
and really hone things in later. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
where you have your set, and I'm sure he does, man. He seems very organized, very
Mhm.
together. But yeah, because you eventually want to narrow it down to, okay, I have these set seasonals for this season,
Mm-hmm.
this season, and this season, and I have these select beers for
Mm-hmm.
this, and this and that, so he can still have a crap ton of beers when you think about it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, he'll probably settle in on kind of the regular beers, specialty seasonal beers that are up all the time, and then a few just one-offs that he does on a regular basis.
Hey, Brandon, what's the status on? Oh my God, how did I forget his name? Wasn't he starting a brewery too?
Oh, Skylar?
Skyler. Yeah, I have not heard an update in a few weeks, but yeah, he's the head brewer at a brewery now. So they are, by the sound of it, it looks like they're going to be doing some pretty good things over there because he has the right approach and the right idea. So there you go.
Yeah, Skyler. Now I would be interested in his beers as well because he has a deep knowledge of beer ingredients and what ingredients would really go well together.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely has that knowledge, that background for sure. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
The
I
only
would be
thing I
interested.
noticed is he had a picture on Halloween. Did you guys see that post on Google Plus? He's got a horse's head on, or he superimposed a horse's head. It says, "I'm in Austin and it's Halloween. Time to get weird." I'm like, whoa!
That's weird. But,
Yeah, how weird.
Here we go. I'm going to show this. I'm going to share the screen.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
Oh, I did see that. Okay.
yeah.
See this over here? Yeah,
Yeah.
there he is.
Yep.
It looks like he superimposed a horse's head, but yeah, that's like, whoa! I like that shirt. Who's bad? It's party time. That's a great shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I did see that. What about what's his name? Was it AJ? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't he starting a brewery as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Steel mill. I think that's what it's called.
Yep, Stonewall.
What was it called? I'm sorry.
Swill mill.
Flono.
Swill mill.
Swill.
Oh, Swill Mill.
Swill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't posted in quite a while on Google Plus. Not
Postings.
since June. So that's kind of a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a while. Well, I don't know who he partnered with at all, but with AJ's immense knowledge of beer,
Mhm.
I could just imagine he's got to be doing it right and probably staying really busy.
Yeah.
Cheers to those guys, man. I mean, they were all, doing really well, man, with
Yeah,
their.
it's cool. Well, it's amazing that there are so many, like this little brewery I'm drinking now, this Second Self Brewing. It's a guy that just opened up about a month ago, and he's got probably the same kind of setup as Zach, maybe like one barrel or something.
Uh-huh.
And he's just brewing, and there's so many of those opening up. And they sell to a couple bars. They may have a tasting room, and some growler shops, and that's about it. Amazing.
Yeah, there's some that they just they don't even have very specific even business hours.
Mhm.
They
Yep.
can even go
Yeah,
in
they
the
just
cafeteria.
brew.
They just brew.
There we go. Now this is. Do you guys? I don't know where Monday Night is. I don't think they're outside of the Southeast, but this is a brewery that started on Twitter, basically.
Oh, really?
They started about 5 years ago. They would post on Twitter that they got Monday Night Brewing because they were home brewers, and every Monday night they would have people come over and they would brew stuff, and then the people would test out the recipe and that type of thing. And then they opened up a couple years ago, and they're all over the place now. And their brewery got started by social media, basically.
That's nice.
Yeah, and this is a double IPA, Imperial IPA, and their slogan is "Weekends are overrated" because they did all their brewing on Monday.
Yeah.
That was when everybody, they just had a meet up on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, and people would show up and try the beer.
Sounds good to me.
And this is and they do a really good job. They have a really good Scotch ale. Their IPA is pretty solid. Yeah, they're doing a really good job.
Definitely been drinking a lot of Scotch ale lately.
Mm-hmm. That's a great style. It's malty. It's got a little bit of smoke in it. Smoky. That's a very good style. I like Scotch ales.
I think it's starting to catch on for a lot of craft brewers now because used to you really wouldn't find a lot of craft brewed Scotch ales. It just seems like in the last few years, you're not just seeing regular Scotch ales coming out. You're also seeing barrel aged Scotch ales, and it's really been exploding lately.
Oh yeah, Scotch ales. I mean, that's a perfect style for barrel aging. I mean, because you got the smoky uh, malt, and yeah, it just goes really good. And I would think bourbon barrels, whiskey, all that stuff would just be fantastic.
Yeah, and I think there's a a lot of different styles really taking off. Like a lot of people trying to go outside the box with a lot of styles. Because I'm seeing just kind of a lot of everything.
Yeah.
A lot,
Mhm.
even some wheat beers I saw on my this weekend. A lot of wheat beers, different flavored wheat beers and stuff, and I'm like, wow. But maybe I would see something that light because of where I'm at. It's not necessarily that cold over here. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
And the other thing
Right.
is, I think wheat beers, if you brew them right, you can do a lot of things with the flavors and stuff, and they are light, they're easy drinking. Most of them are 4.5 to 6%. I mean, 5%, so they're on the lighter end. So they appeal to a wide variety of people, probably.
yeah, because these people down here are talking about planting their winter grass.
Oh, no, it's just probably actually they probably do a lot of that, like resodding and seeding now, and get it
Uh,
established before the heat hits. Hey, yeah.
no, they legitimately have some sort of winter grass, apparently. Like a lot of people, from what I'm hearing, do that.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm not from here, so this is all new to me. But
You just need to go back and get like a degree in agronomy or something, and then you can become like Joe D. Wintergrass expert and photographer and beer guy.
yeah, there is. They do call it jacket weather. We have jacket weather, so there is a lot of flip flop shorts with light sweat jackets on.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So that's pretty much the uniform here now.
Yeah, well, we had a puffy coat, what I call a puffy coat weekend last weekend. The high temperature was like 55 degrees, and everybody had the little Michelin Man parkas out. I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
bring out the puffy coats.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not that cold, but I guess it's anytime it gets below above 60 for a high temperature during the day, people bring out their jackets. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is funny too, because
yeah,
there was a breeze sometime last night, and I can remember even myself going like, "Ooh, that's kind of cool, man."
yeah. See, you're wimping out already. Your blood's getting thin already, Joe.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I did have to realize that I was in shorts and
Uh-huh.
about 3 in the morning. So it's like
Yeah.
it is in perspective, that's for sure. 'Cause,
Yeah. Yeah.
I would not be dressed like that if I was still in Albuquerque. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's some definite niceties. Um, definitely seeing some snowbirds though. Snowbirds are coming.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see a bunch now, I would think. I
Yeah,
mean, after Thanksgiving, you're probably just gonna see a ton of people show up.
everybody talks about it. Yeah, everybody talks about how many snowbirds.
Then you're gonna see a bunch of blue-haired old ladies huddled behind the steering wheel.
Everybody talks, especially where I go to in California, and then once I go to Western Arizona too. They especially in that part of the country, they all talk about it. How many they said you cannot believe how many snowbirds come down here.
Yeah, yeah. People come down for 4 or 5 months, and yeah, they're done.
So I'm looking forward to that part as well. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Rui knows what we're talking about, but there's people from northern parts of the United States that go to the down here where I'm at in their RVs and uh, so forth, and they basically move down here for the winter.
Yeah, they go to Florida, Texas, Arizona
Yeah,
from
Really?
like Thanksgiving through mid-April, typically.
yeah. So
And
they migrate south for the winter with the birds.
yeah, for 3 or 4 months, clog up the roads, driving slow down the middle of the lane, and then they go back up north and scatter.
What? Where's the accent? What?
Yeah,
I don't see it.
speak louder. I can't hear you.
Why are you whispering?
It was Richard Nixon. What?
It's like the speed limit's 55, not 25. Oh, sorry.
Now, Brandon, the important question here is yeah, it's been several weeks since you've been here, so how many margaritas, Molly Maritas you had, man?
Uh, 0. One of those things where I'm hard up now, but not that hard up.
Yeah.
I'll go buy a bottle of King Cobra, but I will not buy a Lime Marita.
Now,
That's a great line for Limerita. Limerita when you're really hard up.
yeah, when you're really, or
When
if you
Billy
want,
D doesn't approve it, then it's Limerita time.
yeah, yeah. Now, Dave, that's where you messed up. See, after that 100-mile bike ride, you should have just went for the Limerita, man.
Probably should have. You're right. I still haven't had one. I haven't drank any of it. None of the Ritas.
Well, let's send them a sampler pack for Christmas. I mean, the holidays are coming up. I think we can take up a collection.
I
Give us
don't
a
know.
little pack.
That is just such a special gift, though.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Cannot afford those premium beverages like that.
Well, that's why Santa needs to bring you one. You know, it's just a Limerita.
I think that's the
Business,
type
yeah.
of gift you send someone on like their 25th wedding anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
It's that special.
Yeah. 25. Happy anniversary. Here's a Limerita.
I went all out. Multi-pack for you, man. This is a multi-pack.
Oh,
Yeah.
who brews that? That is a great label.
That's Revolution.
Revolution. Okay.
There we go.
Christmas. Dude.
They're out of they're Chicago, right?
Is
Yeah.
that
Chicago, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a
it's
couple of their beers when we were up there this summer. They're good stuff. And they do
Yeah,
almost
I
all
like
cans. They do all cans, don't they?
Yeah, as far as they're bomber. They said they have bombers too, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
All their
I had
rest
3
of
or
it.
4 of their beers, and they were all in cans, which was
Yeah.
great. Yeah, did a good job.
This is a very confusing beer here. This is the first time I ever had this one. It's it's very bready, and it fools you into thinking it's going to be hoppy when you. I don't know if any of you ever had Anti-Hero, which is their IPA, which I love that beer, but
Mm-hmm.
kind of almost hits you like Anti-Hero on the front end, like it's going to be very hoppy. But then I don't think it's hops. I think it might be an orange or something. You know that like a citrus that tastes like it's going to be a hop, but then it finishes real bready. It's kind of it's good, but it's a little confusing when you first.
What do they list the style as? Just like a strong ale, or?
Well, it says ale brewed with spices on the thing.
Okay.
I think it's more of a red ale kind of, and it's pretty bready. I think maybe must have some orange peel, and there's some hops in there, but the orange almost fools if that's what I'm tasting anyway. It almost fools me into thinking it's going to be real hoppy, but then it doesn't finish that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's probably like orange or lemon or something. You know, some kind of citrus peel on there. Yeah.
yeah, it's good. What it initially tastes like it's going to taste like isn't what it finishes like at all, and it's not. Like real nutmeggy or nothing. I thought it was going to kind of be more along the line of a pumpkin type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of pumpkin, I did have my first bottle of Warlock the other day. That's out running around. Oh man, that is good stuff.
A good beer. That's a very good beer, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very good beer. Yeah. Imperial Pumpkin Ale from Southern Tier, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
I tell you, Dave, I am so proud. A golf clap for Dave there for that excellent.
My description?
Yes.
Well, it's good.
Words, yeah.
He has
It's
really.
like War and Peace from Dave.
That was.
But now that one's gone, I'm going to this.
Yeah, see.
Oh, brewed with fresh babies.
I did get me a case of this the other day, and
Yeah.
you know what? It does taste like fresh squeezed premium babies in here.
Okay, just
Fresh squeezed premium babies. I mean, that's the secret.
Premium
Premium babies.
I think we just found the hangout title. What the hell?
No, I am not putting that in the title.
There's nothing better than fresh squeezed premium babies.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that might get you eliminated off the face of the earth like I was.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh my God! I could just. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah. Premium babies.
Oh my God!
That's better than fresh squeezed babies. I mean, premium babies. I mean, come on. That's like Lime-A-Rita. Premium malt
Oh
beverage.
my God! Yeah.
They still didn't come out with 6-packs this year either. They must have just completely figured we sell enough of it. The hell with them. They don't need the 2 free beers. You know, a couple years ago they were supposed to start selling that in 6-packs for the same price. And I bought a case of it the other day, and it was still 4-packs. You know, it was still
Yeah,
$10.
they sell a lot of it. Yeah, so why
They
cut the
sell a lot
profit
of it.
margin, I guess.
Yeah, bastards.
Yeah. Well,
6-pack.
babies are getting expensive these days. I mean, it's
The premium ones are expensive.
premium ones especially. Yeah. With the drought, I mean, it takes a little while to grow some premium babies.
That's why I got a dog.
Yeah. Yep, they're smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I talk about dogs either, man. They get pretty defensive about them animals. That's
Yeah. Yeah, just so you don't mix them together with premium babies, I think we're okay.
yeah.
I better shut up. I'm gonna get you all eliminated. Y'all eliminated from YouTube.
Y'all.
Eliminated. Did you ever? I haven't been around for a while, Mark. Did you ever sort your Google fiasco out, or?
Nope. I've emailed them several times. They've never replied with anything. I tried to call. All I get is a referral to email. I have absolutely no idea what happened. I mean, it's just an absolute mystery. And c'est la vie, you know. I mean, I can't.
He doesn't actually exist. This is a
It's a hologram. This is a pre-recorded hologram from 2009 that you're seeing.
very advanced hologram.
I
Never did figure it out, huh?
no. I mean, I've emailed him. It's like, just tell me what happened. And we have good news. It appears that your account is accessible. I was like, no, it isn't, you dumbasses. It's not accessible. Tell me why it's not. I think I'm gonna have to. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to go around somehow and get to Sergey directly. I mean, I need to like direct message Sergey. Maybe that'll do it.
Yeah.
Probably not. Okay.
Yeah, well.
Hey, did everyone see my excellent win the Rams had over the 49ers? I know Mr. Tom is watching, and I know he will appreciate my Rams crushing his Niners.
Yeah.
Cheers to Tom and his sorrow right now.
Yes.
Tears in his beer.
You know, I've been watching quite a bit of football this year, and I really haven't been paying attention to any of it because they have the technology with the video just so amazing that I just sit there the whole time going, wow, that picture is amazing. And I really don't have any idea what's going on the screen. It's just the picture that's coming across now. They've boosted that high definition signal so high this year that I'm just like, whoa, did you see that ant? You know, it's just I have no idea what's going on in the actual game.
Now,
Well, I've heard
is
on
that
them.
followed? Is that type of observation followed by a?
No, it's not followed by it. It's led with it.
Anyway,
Holy shit, man!
how am I driving, man? Look at parts, man.
You're not.
It's amazing. Though. You guys haven't noticed the NFL, whatever they do on the NFL games, because I've got lots of high definition channels, but whatever they do to them NFL games has made the picture just outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just my area, the way they broadcast them now, as opposed to everything else. But you know, most of you guys live in a much larger metro area than I do, so maybe you're used to that kind of thing. But
yeah. No, I heard on what was it? One of Leo Laporte's broadcast that the NFL has those RFID chips, those little radio chips, in every uniform, so they're able to track every player as far as like acceleration and speed and all that stuff.
Wow.
Over the course of the game, and know that linebacker Bob did the 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds as he was doing something. You know, it's just crazy. And the flags, if you ever notice, I never paid attention, but you know the chain, there is no chain anymore. It's just two flags, right? There's no chain interconnecting when they're measuring like the first down and stuff.
No, I haven't seen them drag that chain out lately.
It's all because they have the RFID chips in the markers. So it's weird.
Yeah, I haven't seen them give a measurement this year.
Mm-hmm.
No, they do measure. That's for sure. But you're catching me on the spot because.
Is there? I mean, I don't pay really that much attention to how they. But there is no chain between the two things when they run them out, is it?
I want to say there is, but I'll tell you for sure when I go to the game this Sunday.
Okay.
Here's one of my freebies from the last game I went to. This little tin of mint.
Oh, cool.
They gave me that.
You're the only one that got mints? Or
They were like, here, sir. Damn.
You need these.
Wow. There was 75 plus here.
I do not like being handed mints, man. It is never a good thing.
Yeah, there was 75,000 plus here. You need the damn mint. Yeah, now that I think about it, it was just some dude.
Some dude.
Dude with a cheese wedge on his head handed me.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, your job is to smell everybody's breath when they come in, and if it really stinks, just give them some mints.
No, it was some dude with a sign, and he was like, "We'll work for," and he handed me the mints.
Are you sure those are mints?
Yeah. What's in those mints?
Damn.
Mystery mint.
Mystery mints.
So on the line of the mint, why did you get mints? Was it mint
know.
day, or I mean, why mint? It's such an odd thing.
I know they hand out random things at these games, man. They really do. You're just you're walking in, and this was literally on the way out.
On the way out, so it's probably to cover alcohol in your breath then.
That might be, yeah.
It probably is.
Because there was tons of them.
Probably a fan.
They had boxes of them, and they just literally hand stuff out. So I'm not necessarily paying attention. I'm just grabbing stuff as I'm walking out. You know what I'm saying?
My job is just to make sure these boxes are empty when I'm done.
Yeah, that's
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I noticed that sometimes different people have different giveaways too. They, when I'm usually there when the gates open, so I'll have one giveaway, and then sometimes I'll see people walking in later, and they'll have a different giveaway, and I'm like, damn, I wanted that. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes when there's a big fight and they start throwing the stuff, then you can grab one, so it's cool.
Okay.
So,
people love free shit. It's amazing what people do for a free quarter.
Dude, kids get you want to talk about fresh squeezed babies. That's what happens to babies when they throw free T-shirts.
Absolutely.
Well,
Oh, it's
literally,
amazing.
babies
Yeah.
get squeezed in between big beer bellies. Like,
Yeah, I want that free T-shirt. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, what people do for just meaningless crap that gets tossed out. And it's like, oh, it's free though.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Literally, you jump 3 aisles for a shirt that wouldn't fit your kid. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? It's so
You
damn
can put this
small.
on your cat when you get home. It'll fit.
Exactly, but it was free,
It
and
won't
they
even fit
shot it from
Charlie.
a
It would just fit
T-shirt
like a
cannon.
cat.
Hello, it was shot from a T-shirt cannon. I had to jump.
By a
Yeah.
hot
Well,
chick.
it says, here, you store this shit for us, will you?
Yeah. The cheerleader was using the T-shirt cannon. Come on.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is funny, man. I love going to the games, man. I love it. I love it. And baseball gets a little nuts too, as far as the giveaways.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yeah.
definitely giveaways at a
Yeah.
baseball
We've
game.
got minor league ball here, and I tell you, they give away. I mean, they've got like power bill night where you win. They'll pay your power bill. You know, people go nuts over that shit. You know, I mean,
Oh, I
pay my
bet.
power bill.
July. Yeah, July in Illinois free power bill. It's like, yeah, that's a couple $100, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, baseball is definitely. As a matter of fact, they have the schedule that they post for the giveaways on
Yep.
minor league ball. When you go
Mhm.
to AAA, you can look up the schedule for the giveaways.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they have some really good, like, especially in the beginning of the season. If you go to like one of the first opening day games, you know that opening week.
Mhm.
Wow, because you can get like a magnetized schedule, typically a bunch of
Mhm.
really good stuff for the season. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's a long season. So usually those giveaways are some of the best when you go at the beginning.
Yeah, well, you'll be good. I mean, if you're a baseball fan, springtime in Arizona is great because you get to see a lot of the spring training games and all that stuff.
Oh my God!
In Scottsdale and Tucson and all that.
There's literally baseball fields all over the state.
Hmm.
They're all over the place.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
cool.
but nothing like golf courses, man. I swear to God, there's a golf course everywhere. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, yeah. You're
dude.
coming into prime time now. You know,
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah,
that's
well, yeah, because you're gonna have. I forget what the golf
you have a
tournament.
bunch of 80-year-old guys hobbling down the golf course with their walkers.
Well, actually, you know, the hotel I'm in, I'm not sure if I'll be able to be in it past January because of the Super Bowl.
Mm.
They- They've
Mm.
already they've already forewarned me about the Super Bowl. They said
Oh
if
really?
anything, my rate might go up for that month, and then which I can assume. But yeah, no, that's some of the
That's true. It is there this year. Yeah.
yeah, it's the Pro Bowl. You have the Pro Bowl, and then there's some humongous golf week here.
Oh yeah, the Phoenix Open. Yep, Phoenix Open is there at the like beginning of February,
Yeah,
and then you've got all the car shows, all that stuff in January
it's
too.
all the same 2 weeks. It's
Oh man.
you've got the Pro Bowl, you've got that Super Bowl week,
Mm-hmm.
then you've got this golf tournament week, and then you've got the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's a lot of events
I
happening.
say I say you order like 50,000 packs of mints, and you just stand out and you get eaten out. And that's like prime time, you know.
Yeah, I did get my Pro Bowl tickets, so I will be going to the Pro Bowl.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Nice.
never been to the Pro Bowl before, of course, because it's always in Hawaii. So
Yeah.
I think this is one of not the first year, but one of the first years that it wasn't in Hawaii. I think it was actually in New Orleans one year, wasn't it?
Are they doing the Pro Bowl in the same spot as the Super Bowl? Is that how they're doing it? I
I
don't
don't
know.
I don't know I don't know that that's necessary the truth, but this might have been just some coincidence. I think they want to do it in a warm spot though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that you know either here or maybe somewhere in Florida or New
California,
Orleans.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely somewhere warm though. I think they want to do it. So I don't know if they're going to do it in the same place as the Super Bowl. You never know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. You know. But
So are you gonna try to score Super Bowl tickets? Do you get an option on them being a season ticket holder for the local team?
You ha- you have to buy a series of tickets leading up to the Super Bowl
Oh, okay.
just to be eligible for the drawing.
Oh,
I think
geez.
they draw 10 or 15% of the season ticket holders get the chance to buy your seat at the Super Bowl. So,
Oh man.
um, yeah, you have to buy a series of tickets just to have the chance to buy your seat.
You got to pay like $500-600 just for the chance to buy $1,000 ticket.
Basically, yeah, because
Okay.
I think
I just save your money and buy a new camera, Joe. I mean, that's basically it.
Yeah, man. That last game you go to this year, wipe a big booger on the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Just
yeah.
put a big old corn chip right on there. Big corn flake right on the
Yeah.
And you can at least laugh about that.
It's
Yeah.
definitely
So much money, man. It's crazy.
well, yeah, it is. It's a ridiculous amount, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll know pretty soon though, because they start doing that stuff pretty quick. I think right in sometime in December,
Okay.
the end of November or December. I think they start doing that. If I remember right, because I did have my tickets the last time the Super Bowl was here. And you know what? Arizona had a chance then to go to the Super Bowl, and they kind of messed it up.
Mm-hmm.
And just like this year, like they're doing pretty good right now. So they're really trying hard to be the first team to kind of be the home team for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that would be the first time, wouldn't it? Yeah, the home team for the Super Bowl. Yeah.
They would beat Jerry Jones.
Yeah, I remember I knew a Cowboys fan who was bragging before that season even started where they were going to have the Super Bowl, and Dallas said, "Oh, the Cowboys will be the first home team to host Super Bowl," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's never happened before, so keep dreaming."
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 100% right.
He cursed them that year, right? Because they couldn't have played more horrible that whole year.
Oh yeah, that was a bad year, wasn't it? Yeah.
So he cursed them.
Well, curse. There you go. And so far, Arizona's not fallen victim to that.
Yeah, they're just starting to mention it here locally. You know, wouldn't it be awesome? If
That's the end of it. That's it. They're gonna go on like a 5-game losing streak, and it'll be all over.
I know. And see, the Rams, we've been kind of stepping it up now. I know we still have a losing record. We have no shot, but they're starting to play better, starting with defense and so forth. And so I keep telling them, man, I'm like, we're gonna come in here, man, and we're gonna, because the Rams play Arizona. This is the big game for me this week.
Oh, okay. So this is the original home team versus the new home team. Okay.
Yeah, this is the big game for me. So just me personally, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Cool.
yeah, so it's a lot of fun. Definitely going.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's great that you're like 15 minutes away from the stadium now too.
Yeah, that's a little more than that, but yeah, not too far.
Yeah, it's not 500 miles.
No,
like it was.
Yeah, I don't have to like arrange for plane tickets and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's an enormous. Maybe some of you guys know about this too. There's an incredible amount of these green cabs over here. They're like all Toyota Priuses.
Oh, okay.
And they're like lime green or something, called discount cab or something like that. I mean, they're all over the place.
You know, I've seen a lot of Prius cabs, and I've seen a fair amount of the Nissan Leaf. You know, the all-electric car.
Oh, really?
I've seen some of those around here too as cabs.
Really?
Which is pretty interesting. Yeah.
I have a little bit of a funny story. I got a guy I work with bought one of these Nissan. He bought one of these Nissan Leafs like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this cat. Not that there's anything wrong with this car, but this is just this dude. You know, he had a Prius that he drove for a couple years, and he had, I don't know, like 280,000 miles on this thing. It obviously worked wonderful for him, but you know, the gas price of the Prius was just making him broke. So he had to get the Leaf, which didn't use any gas at all, you know. And so this dude, lives like 85 miles. It's an 85-mile trip to work and back is how far away he lives. And
You
this
can't
thing's
go
got
that far. It doesn't
no,
live
it's
on
got like
like
an
an
80
80-mile range.
it's got like an 80-mile range on this fucking car, right? So he buys this thing, and at first the standard charger takes like 17 hours or something ridiculous to charge this car. So he didn't even have enough time by the time he got home from work, even if once he made it, to fully charge the car so he could go back to work the next day.
Oh my.
So they got that figured out and got this other extra car. Well, all winter, we all know it gets cold here where I'm at in the wintertime. Well, that degrades batteries. You know, you're not getting your full optimum range out of this car. So him and another dude were carpooling to work, and they couldn't use the heat. They couldn't use the radio. You know, nothing that takes electricity in this car. And they're going. The windows are all iced up on their way in.
Oh man.
So he came up with this little system. He actually transferred jobs now, and he went out to Seattle, Washington, to some military base out there that he was going to start working at. I think it was in Seattle, somewhere in Washington anyway. And so this car's got like an 80-mile range on it or something. And he's got to take this car out there. So what he did, his brilliant idea, it's like 2,000 miles away from where we're at. So what he did, and the last I heard, he left town. He bought a little trailer that he hauls this little generator around on. He fills this generator up with gasoline, and he drives 80 miles, and then he fires up this generator, and it charges the car, and it takes 3.5 hours for this generator to run to charge his car so he can drive another 80 miles. And we figured it was going to take like 4.5 days or 5.5 days or something like that just to make the trip without any problems, you know? I mean, there's just so many bad, wrong things with this whole scenario. You know, he drives.
He could have put it on the trailer for $450 and sent it out to
Cross
Seattle.
the river and buy something different when you get out there.
Yeah.
Dude, that is some serious redneck engineering right there, isn't it?
Might be a red to give.
I'm surprised you didn't try to buy like a 2,000-mile extension cord. It's like, well, I just hook it up, you know, it'll be good.
Yeah.
The idea of burning gasoline in a generator to charge this thing and
To charge an
go
electric
miles
car.
in 5 hours, you know, that it was ridiculous. This whole scenario. I mean, he's still not there yet. I'm sure because he left Monday to go to this new job in Washington. So
Now he's in the middle of Nebraska. His generator's broken.
yeah,
So now he's just stuck.
absolutely.
That
Can you
is
imagine pulling into a gas station in a Nissan Leaf to put gas in your generator? You know, so you can get another 80. You know, he's talking 80 miles every 5 hours was what.
That's like every hour and a half you're stopping to charge. It's just, the Leaf is a great car if you live in the city and you've got like a 20-mile commute round trip. That would be the perfect car for it because you just charge it up. You know, charge it up on Sunday, charge it up on Wednesday, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Anybody else, I mean, like 99% of the rest of the world, it'd be fine for. But for this dude, it is the absolute wrong thing to own, yo.
You should have just
You know
bought
what? I do see a fair when I'm going from Phoenix to LA like I do every night. I don't go to LA, but I mean I'm on that route, and I do see a fair amount of Teslas.
Yep, I was going to say Teslas because they have like a 230, 250-mile range.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit longer. Yeah.
I do see a fair amount. I mean, you don't see a lot of them, but I mean, I see, you know, every week or so I'll see one pass me by. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, pretty cool. You know, on their way out that way. I mean, you see them driving around town, but I mean.
Yeah. No,
and there's nothing. I mean, that Leaf that he has looks like a decent car. You know, I mean, it doesn't look like it's that, but it's just a total absolute. Even when he lived here, you know, he did this. It doesn't have that kind of range on it. You know, for them to be driving in the middle of winter around here with no heat on and stuff, and no radio, and all, that was just ridiculous. You know, we used to laugh about that so hard.
Well, doing that is like driving around here in the summer with your windows up and no AC. I mean, that's that's suicide. I mean, that is ridiculous. Yeah, you know, now I hadn't seen you mention electric cars, and I am kind of a new car freak. I really I follow new cars a lot, and so I was excited. That was one of the things I was excited about when I moved here because in Albuquerque I did not see a Tesla. and so I see a lot of them here. There's a
Yeah,
lot.
I imagine you see.
And so it is pretty cool to see them. And then I don't know if you've seen that posting that I posted. It's been a few weeks back, but Tesla is going to try to have a certified used Tesla program.
Mm-hmm.
And so, regular guys like us might be able to actually own a Tesla.
Yeah.
That was
have
the weird thing
BMWs there.
about this Leaf that this dude bought. It's a 2013 or 12, 2012, I think. He paid $37,000, I think it was, for that car. And we looked up the Blue Book value on that car. It's 11 grand now.
Ooh, ouch.
I mean, nobody the battery's like $6,000 for it. And who wants to spend $6,000? They last. Well, we all know batteries ain't gonna last 4 or 5 years before they just don't work no more. And who wants to spend $6,000 on battery? Yeah, it was $11,000 was a Blue Book on that car after just a couple of years when you paid $37,000 for it.
Yeah, they've got some weird like you can lease them. I mean, here in Atlanta, they've got a lease deal where it's like $375 a month or something.
Yeah.
Then you get a tax credit. You get a state tax credit, and then you get a federal tax credit. And if you do it all and you just turn it back in at the end of the 2 years or 3 years, it costs you like $150 a month. I mean, at the end of the day. So it's affordable that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's not bad.
But
it was like for a long time, I think they would only lease them.
mm-hmm.
Have you seen the new BMW i8?
Oh, is it an electric?
Hybrid.
Okay.
I've seen the electric Beamers.
It's awesome.
I've seen those.
The look on the car is actually great.
Yeah. Now there's a lot of them. The Volkswagen has the hybrid Jetta, and I don't know if they have a Passat, but they've come out with an all-electric Golf too, which should be interesting. So there's a lot more of them. We're going to see a lot more electric cars in the next few years. I mean, it's
That's
just
gonna suck for the power bill at the house.
yeah.
Everybody's running off electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what makes that Tesla so special. It really is a special car, and the design of it is just beautiful. It really is a nice car.
Are those made down there by you? Is that why you're seeing so many of them, or?
They're made in California, I believe, and then they do have. They just recently made a deal with, what was it, Las Vegas, I think, for their battery plant.
Yeah, they're going to build a huge battery facility.
Yeah.
Like $2 billion or something. I mean, it's
right. Yeah.
Ginormous. Yeah.
And it's mostly because the main, I forget now the batteries I'm not all hip on, but the main ingredient in the batteries is actually made somewhere in Nevada, so it made a lot of sense for them. Because some of their choices were here in Phoenix, Albuquerque, and Las Vegas. For that battery plant was a really big deal. The technology they use.
I mean,
they're actually going to allow a business to try to make money in the United States? That doesn't even make sense. They don't allow that, do they?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I mean, they claim that Elon Musk, the guy that owns Tesla,
have you seen Charlie?
They've got a new newer technology that'll make the batteries more efficient. So. Hey, there's Charlie the Wonder Dog.
Oof, I better go, guys. Thanks for jumping in, man. I appreciate it. Sorry about all the darn problems starting.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know what that's all about. Google will.
Yeah, between me and Zach, I mean, you've overcome a lot of obstacles here.
we sure have, yeah. So show 300 is December 16th if we don't have any more delays.
I've got it on my calendar.
So that I did schedule them all the way out.
I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out an
That was going to be subtitled Hammered Fest.
Hammerfest, yeah.
I know. I might have to call in that day. We'll see.
I can't take the next day off, but I will do my best to bring out a beer that was started in 2009. I think I've got a couple down in the basement, so we'll see.
Nice.
yeah, I
Yeah.
might be able to get that day off. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Um,
Like a month away. I mean, that's
yeah,
like
Yeah.
blink of an eye.
yeah, it's coming up quick before you know it. So,
Yep.
all right, guys, we'll see, man. Peace out.
All right.
Yeah. Bye.